Good morning. It is day 6. This is Flower Lake with the sunrise hitting the peaks. And the sun is just peeking up right here. Good morning. Yes, it is day 6. It's town day. I departed about 6:15. I think the guys got out 5, maybe 10 minutes before I did. And so we just have 2.5 miles to the Onion Valley kind of circle. And we got to pick up at 8:30 by Lone Pine Kirk. So that should actually be pretty cool. The sun is out, man. It's honest. I don't know if you can see that, but it's pretty cool. It's not a real chilly morning, but I do have my puffy on because I'm going downhill. But I forgot about the sun being in my face, though, so I don't know. We'll see how that goes. Yeah, so, it's going to be a busy day. A lot of people don't think of that. You're going into town. It actually can be kind of stressful because we got to get all the key things done, really, before anything we need to visit shuts down. But it is Saturday, so things ought to be pretty hopping today. So, we went to bed really early last night, which was just kind of relaxing and everything, which is really nice. I fell asleep, though, pretty early. Then I woke back up, and it took me like forever to go to sleep. I was just uncomfortable. Pillows didn't feel right. The slope didn't feel right in the tent. Usually the tent is this really cozy, safe spot. This felt dry and not comfortable at all. So that was unfortunate. And then I was just crunching through personal stuff, like just crying out to the Lord, kind of thing. And that really helped me calm down a little bit, but just all sorts of stuff I was thinking about and praying about. So it was a pretty intense late night or late evening, I guess, kind of thing. And I finally fell asleep. Rearranged my pillow setup. Remember, the valve on my pillow is messed up, right? So I'm trying to come up with other solutions. Hopefully today I can find a pillow in some sporting goods store. After that, then, it started to cool off and all that, and it felt really good, and it was a really good rest of the night, so I'm super thankful for that. So you can see that's Gilbert Lake right here. That was just below us. That awesome. Let me see if I can. Oh, that's what it looks like for me right there. Woo! That is beautiful, huh? Our packs are so light right now, it's ridiculous. I mean, it is just crazy how light it is. Basically no food. Any food I do have, I probably have a couple pieces. I think I like a piece of cheese and salami. That stuff is pretty stinky right now, so I'm gonna chuck that big time. Yeah. So after all that drama, I went to sleep and slept. I slept really good. The other thing that was weird is I've never felt this before. Is it felt like my body was higher than my toes, but there was kind of like a dip right there. And so my legs were almost hyperextended. It was weird. I was like, and I don't know if it was just a mental thing or it was actually happening, but it didn't feel that great. And my toes, they didn't get warmed up like they usually do. So I took my pad, which is on my back right here, and I kind of I just kind of folded part of it up so it was higher, just above my knee, or no, just below my knees. So it kind of lifted. It was like I put something underneath the middle of my legs and lifted them up a little bit, and that made a huge difference. So glad I thought of that. So we got an exciting day 6. Day 7. On Sunday, we're going to hike right back up here, go over Kearsarge, and then another pass and drop into Ray Lakes. And that's going to be a gorgeous day. Probably it's not a long day mileage-wise, but it's a but it's just 2 passes, 2 serious passes. So, all right, hike on, stay stoked. I'm moving down the trail here, just about ready to leave Gilbert Lake. But I wanted to leave with this photo because of that. This is only 2.5 miles in from the trailhead, and you can camp here, which is you know, so beautiful. Whew. Well, and I forgot about these. You guys are probably wondering, hey Craig, why didn't you tell us about the boulders? All the scree and everything coming down from up there. Passage up there. Up the mountains again. The water kind of rushing now. All right, so we have to go. I think we're like 10 something. I think we got to go over 1,000 feet. We're gonna drop here. So, wow, it's really. It's bright. I don't have my hat on or anything. And then we have a giant ledge here on the other side of it. Oh, the trail must be right below me because there's some guys right there. But see the waterfall coming down there. Oh, somebody's coming up. And first glances of Onion Valley down there. That's all the road. All right, here we go. We're out of the scree, which is really nice. It's so gnarly. Has a thin layer of dust on the smooth rock, so it's very precarious. This is what happens when you have a Snicker bars crammed into your pack when it's hot. At least it's not melty right now. Just pulled off the trail there for a second. There's a little lake down there. And feed into it is that waterfall. Pretty much just switchbacks now. It's the trail, and I just saw Chris and Chad. They were like right down there, and I was up above, and I went, woohoo! They heard me. It was pretty cool. They woohooed back. Oh, they're getting a good start. Well, I took off all my stuff. So all I have on, I just got my regular hoodie on and everything, got sunglasses. You know, I put all my warm stuff on because that's gonna be early morning, we're going downhill, but I forgot to take into account the sun was gonna be like right in my eyes. So I warmed up pretty quick, which is great. So I'm excited about getting down into town. Williamson, they really treat you right there at this place. You know, we're gonna have epic breakfast tomorrow, and all the hiker boxes are super encouraging actually. It's just the kindness of people leaving their extra food in there, and Williamson kind of manages that to make, you know, to keep it like safe in a way. And I'll probably get most of my resupply right out of those hiker boxes. It's an amazing thing to experience. Just the kindness of others. It's kind of like hitchhiking when somebody picks you up. You're just like, man, like who does that? You know? All right, hike on. Well, it is 7 o'clock and the sage is just going nuts here. And man, it smells like so good. I'll rub some of that. Oh, it smells so good. Just rub that in my beard. Smell good all day. Not actually, lasts about 5 minutes. So, and of course, this is Onion Valley because there are onions here. I don't know. We've seen those. I don't know what that is. That might be something interesting. You know, that's just really strong plant smell. So, I got some stuff that smelled like sage in the Tahoe Rim Trail. Brought it home. Was gonna make some, you know, botanicals for like a gin. And I tasted that stuff. I'm like, that's just horrific. It was just like super intense green. It wasn't like, it smelled good, but it did not smell good to add to a drink. Well, it's nice to see the sage though. I don't think I've seen any of that up on the trail yet, which is Maybe it's a little early up there. I don't know. It's kind of cool. All right, coming up to some signage right here. Well, I'm leaving the wilderness, but it probably says entering. All right, this says John Muir Wilderness. That's awesome. I gotta get a selfie of that. All right, see if we can do this. All right. Had an unusual occurrence by some standards today. Chris said that, man, Craig, you really packed up quick. He said, I thought it took you a lot longer. I said, well, you know, after 30 days of getting badgered by Gabrielle to hurry up, I got quick. So that was kind of nice to hear from somebody that it didn't take me very long to get packed up. Actually, I kind of do have a wire now. It doesn't take me as long. Here we go. I got a little signage. Kearsarge passing Golden Trout Lakes. All right, so that's going up there. I wonder if that's you do like the Ray Lakes loop, and that's where you come down. You enter in through Kearsarge, you go in past Ray Lakes, and there's another pass that brings you around. It used to be, when I was a kid, it was like a no-name pass, I think. This is why it's so easy to get a hitch here. Although, it's probably easier in the afternoons and the mornings, but I mean, there's cars like everywhere, man. Got a nice pit toilet down there. Woo! We'll do a check-in when I get down there. Just a few more switchbacks, I think, and we'll be down. Have a great trip, you guys. Woo! Where are you going tonight?
Home.
Oh, home. Oh, well, how far are you going, Kearsarge? Oh, awesome. All right. Woo! That's a great hike. All right, 7:25. All right. That's what it looks like going up. Number of people going to Golden Trout Lake. Probably gonna be a dozen people there. Sounds like a nice little secluded area, but it's gonna be packed full of people today. Oh, here we go. Oh, nice. All right, so we are in Independence. Before we were in Lone Pine. This is Independence, and Whitney is one of those. I don't want to think about it right now, though. We crushed it, though, so we're pretty stoked about that. So we're actually, yeah, I said we're in Independence, and we're going to go check out the taco truck right now. Oh, and then we'll also check out the resupply options. So it's a pretty cool little town. Yeah, so it's a pretty cool town. So me and Chris are cruising, and Chad's talking with his lady friend. It's pretty nice, pretty nice. Yeah, I haven't done that yet. Yeah, Williamson Hotel, very hiker friendly. Check this out. We're gonna have breakfast here that's served to us. We can hang out. I think they have Wi-Fi too, but they have cell coverage. So they got these hiker boxes in the back. Awesome hikers hanging out. There's one. And then that's our room, number one, right here. And this is a fantastic place. See, super friendly people. Yeah, all right, so we just, we followed the signs to Cowboy Coffee. And of course, this is Independence, California. Super good. There's the phone number if you ever come by. Super nice guy. And we just kicked back here in the shade, and it was super good. All right, so I'm gonna do some of my resupply right here. So I'm gonna take this back. I've got a couple ramens I got from the hiker box, which I'm gonna show you, but they have some beef top ramen and like the convenience store, so I'm probably gonna use those instead. But I got a list of the stuff I want. What I really need right now is some peanut butter and a couple of like candy bars for dinner. So that's what I'm gonna try and get right now. All right, so I got all pretty much my resupply, and I'll go back into the office here and I'll show you the hiker boxes and how they actually have all that organized. It's quite something. So yeah, I'm kind of making my list. I'm a little more weird about this than most people. It looks kind of like that, just because I always tend to get too much food, not too little. So I think I'm trying to get too little, but then maybe I have too much. So it's just kind of hard. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to take I have 2 freeze-dried meals, and I'm going to take them out of the main packet and put it in a small packet. Saves a lot of space that way. So, and they have some of these electrolytes. I don't know what these are, so I'm just going to try one. If they're good, then they got a bunch of them in there, so I'll bring a few of those as well. But right now, I'm going to transfer all the videos and everything onto this little jump drive right here, because I'll probably run out of room on my camera, so I want to make sure I have stuff backed up on this, so if I start deleting things from my phone, I can do that without any problem. So things are moving along really good. The other guys are just taking a nap. I'm just kind of doing my thing. Pretty chill. All right, so we are in the middle of a resupply, trying to get things organized. It looks complicated right now. It's because it is. You tend to bring too much stuff because you're scared you're gonna run out of food and die. So, yeah. Wow, look at all that. Woo.
I'm trying to layer the days this time, so
I
I'm
know.
digging for everything. So.
Yeah, I sort of by day vertically, no, horizontally, and by breakfast, lunch, dinner vertically, like a big matrix. So mine's pretty much done, except I have, here's all the Celsius and electrolytes. Oh, and my coffee's in there, so I think I got enough there. Wow, this is really cool. It's just all the different blues. So there's I got a little bottle of Tanqueray, and my bottle's a little bigger than the Grey Goose right there. Chad's got a little Grey Goose on ice, and I have some Tanqueray, and as you can tell, they probably didn't have a little cocktail on the inside. I didn't ask. Okay, so this is the cool bar right here. That's where I would be sitting, and normally. And look at this. Check it out. Isn't that cool? That's a neat place. So we got our food. Look at that.
Well, you got your food.
I got, yeah. How's that taste? Pretty good, huh? Yeah. But we got Chris has got it. That's good.
How's the steak?
It's more. We'll find out in a second. It's not just about hiking.
There's no.
Oh, there you go.
Full spaghetti bolognese.
Yeah, baby. Woo.
Actually, yeah.
This is super good. Super good. Obviously, no need to talk about that one. All right, so we call this guy Blair, who the gal at Williamson said, call him to get your pillow, because this is my pillow that served me, I don't know, probably since I started doing longer hikes. And this valve thing right here, that kind of works, but there's a little valve you press, click, click, click inside. Totally stopped working like on the 3rd day of the trip. Not optimal. So the gal said, call this guy Blair at this place, sporting goods place in Lone Pine. I don't remember the name of it. Which I got to figure that out, because. So he said, no problem. I just gave my credit card number and all that, and we got this delivered to our room at 5:15, and it was on the door. And Chris had like a water filter as well too. So we scored. This thing is not heavier than what I got. And I opened it up, and believe it or not, I got it back in the bag, which never happens when you buy stuff that has a bag like this. So yeah, it's bigger than the pillow too. So we'll see how that works out. Hey, so here's the thing. So, I mean, I know thousands of you watching this, besides me and a couple of people I know. That's what it is right there. So yeah, it's pretty good. 20, I got $30. That better be a darn good pillow, man. All right, this is the day 6. Obviously, we're in a hotel room right here. Our stats are 2.6 miles. 2.4 miles.
For the chief navigator.
Whatever. And we don't even need to talk about steps. So we had a fantastic dinner. Great hiking day. It seems like the hike was like not this morning, like a different world. But it's gonna come back to reality tomorrow, though. So we got a great day tomorrow, day 7. Couple passes, great lakes, wonderful breakfast. Hike on. So for anybody who actually wants to know, what you're looking at right here is that I take the videos and all the pictures and I copy them to a jump drive kind of thing, because my phone will probably fill up mid-journey, and so I got to get stuff off of my phone. So what I do is before that happens, I start copying it to this jump drive. And so this is kind of where we're at, the day of the hike, and then the actual day in August. And as I copy and complete it, I do a check mark. I know it's super high tech, but what you need to appreciate is that look at all the days left. Those are all going to be filled out by the end of the trip, and it will be an amazing video to watch there.